guys, what is happening? Welcome back to my channel. So today I thought I would run you through my Euro summer essentials. These are things that I literally could not have come to Europe with. I feel like I have some credentials, because my luggage literally got lost when we were traveling from Italy to Malta, and these were the things that I was thinking about. These are also the things that I use every single fucking day, or have used every single day whilst being here, and things that I just use in my general daily life anyways. So let's get into it. Okay, first I'm gonna start with just some self-care stuff. So I have this little bag. First of all, obviously a hairbrush. You're going swimming, you're gonna need a hairbrush. Like genuinely, when I lost my luggage and I didn't have it for like 2 days, I was thinking I need to brush my hair so bad. You go swimming at the beach, you go swimming at the pool, you're going on a hike and your hair gets all messed up. You need your hairbrush, dude. Like, especially if you've got a little bit of length to your hair, you need a fucking hairbrush. I was contemplating buying a hairbrush, but realistically, I just love this one. I don't know what the brand is because it's worn off, but I literally just got this one from Big W. It's like a replica of the Denman brush. It's just so good. This one as well, you can like take this part out, and then you can like literally pull the bristles out, like fully clean it. It's fucking amazing. Next thing would be sun care. Now, when we came to Europe, I had 4 bottles of sunscreen with me. I had 2 face and 2 body. Now I've only got these left. So for my face, this is what I like to use. It's the La Roche-Posay Anthelios. I like this one in particular. I have used the rectangular one as well, which I do really like, but this one takes the cake purely based on the fact that the actual pump means you can get every last drop out. So you're getting all value for money. You're not leaving stuff like sunscreen in the bottle. And it's just fantastic. The only thing with this sunscreen that I would say is you do have to apply it to a damp face or damp skin. I find that if I'm applying it to dry skin, it leaves a little bit of a white cast, but if my face is already damp, then you literally can't even tell that I'm wearing sunscreen. I'm also oily prone. I have oily prone skin, so this works really, really well in mattifying my face a little bit as well. Like, I put this on first thing in the morning before I go out, and I find that it does really, really help with my oil control. Some of the other sunscreens I've used that claim to be oily skin friendly aren't really. You get like 4 hours into wear and you look like a grease ball. So this one's really, really good. If you can get it on special at like Chemist Warehouse, get it. It's so good. I'm pretty sure that they also do ones with pigment in them. I haven't tried those though. This one is just good. And especially for a girl with colored skin, it's good. Now, I also, for my body, was using the Anthelios, like La Roche-Posay Anthelios in the spray bottle, but we finished that. So then this was the second sunscreen that I have. It's the Mugu Clear Zinc sunscreen. Obviously, we've used a fuck ton. Like, when I say you need sunscreen, and the sunscreen here in Europe is freaking expensive. It is so expensive. It's insane. So just bring some from home. This one, I haven't actually used it prior to this bottle, but it's a really, really thick zinc. I mean, zinc is naturally thick anyways. You can kind of see, shit, can you see? Okay, there you go. You can kind of see like it is a thicker consistency. It does say on the back of the bottle to apply the sunscreen or the zinc, wait 30 seconds and then rub it in, and it helps with that white cast turning it into just clear zinc. I do find that it does still leave a little bit of a kind of white cast, especially on the darker areas of my body, like my shoulders and my back, but I'm willing to have that if it means that I have good protection. So this is really good. It is SPF 40. Usually I go for SPF 50, but I wanted to try this. So yeah, but I still think I would go for the La Roche and Thelios. It's just, I love La Roche products, so good. Anyways, next thing would be actually a body oil. This was one from Lush. I have literally used it all up. If this isn't proof, that is the last of it. Not even one whole use left. If this isn't proof that you need a body oil, I don't know what is. The salt contents of the water here is insane. Like my hair, I've noticed, has been so dry. I've also noticed that the water that comes out of taps, like to shower, is, I think it's like hard water, because my skin and my hair has been so incredibly dry. I haven't been going swimming in the ocean every single day. I probably like wet my hair in the ocean maybe every 4 days at least. I try and hold off a little bit because I've only got so much shampoo, but my skin has been incredibly dry. So dry. Usually my skin's really dry in the winter time back home in Australia, but moisturized in the summertime. It does not matter. It does not matter in Europe for some reason. I don't know what it is. Like I am having to lather my body. I think that this was the coconut drench massage bar from Lush. Usually I use the Palmer's, I think it's the vitamin E oil, which is the liquid body oil. But this one I purchased purely based on the fact that it is solid and I wanted to minimize the amount of liquids that I was carrying in my checked luggage. Yeah, anyways. Now that that's done, I do have a moisturizer, like a Neutrogena moisturizer, but like a body oil is probably more so what I would want to lean towards. But anyways, that's all right. The next things that I would recommend that you pack are lip stains. Lip stains purely based on the fact that you put it on and you can forget about it. Set and forget, girl. These ones are from Kiko Milano. This, I only actually purchased these on the trip. I did bring different ones with me. I packed a NYX lip stain, which I still have in my bag, but these ones I actually would recommend more, especially, you know, you can get them in Europe. Kiko is literally available in most European countries and in the UK as well. So yeah, these are really good. I actually really rate them. This was the first one that I got in the shade 107. It's really like kind of like a, it's kind of like, oh, for God's sake. It's like a kind of berry, muted berry brown. And then the next one that I got, okay. The next one that I got is in the shade 111, and it's definitely much more pigmented, way more pigmented. So these also last a long time. I'm currently wearing this one, 111, on my lips. But yeah, it's great. Put it on in the morning, you're gonna go swimming and you'll still have some color. So yeah, honestly, I wouldn't even really stress about bringing like any other makeup, just because if you know that you're going to be swimming or sweating, like you're gonna get a natural flush from being outside anyways because it's so fucking hot. So she'll be right. I'd also recommend bringing conditioner, a good conditioner. I have mine decanted into these little like pump bottles. You can actually see, okay, so this is my shampoo. I've used so much shampoo. This has to get me through for another like 3 weeks. So I don't think it will. And this is my conditioner. Conditioner, like you can double it as obviously conditioner, a leave-in, I use it to slick back my hair as well, because I don't like really slicking my hair back with gel. I don't like the crunchy. I really don't like the crunchy hair. It's just not for me. So this is a lifesaver, just actually having conditioner. And again, I say a good conditioner because your hair's gonna get so freaking dry. It's gonna get so dry, it's insane. My conditioner is the Clever Curl, I can't remember what it's called. I'll insert a picture here. It is so, so good. I'm pretty sure that they are a Sunny Coast brand. And they're a little bit hard to actually locate in store. My salon stocks them, and I can also get restocks from them, which is really great. But otherwise you can order them online. And it's genuinely the best conditioner. I've also used the shampoo, which I do really like, but the conditioner, like if I only had to buy one of the two products, I'm getting the conditioner. I'm getting the conditioner every time. It's the only conditioner I will use on my hair because it actually hydrates and nourishes my hair. It doesn't have any silicones, any parabens, none of that bullshit. It's so, so good for my hair. And I get like the big, I don't know if it's a liter, it's like a really big bottle for like $70, I think. And it lasts me ages, like probably a year and a half. I don't know. It lasts me forever because you don't need heaps and heaps and heaps of product to get a good nourishing effect. Anyways. Then in the rest of this little bag, I keep this bag specifically for kind of like little medicines. I haven't thankfully needed to use any of these this trip, but I just think that these are essential to bring on any holiday that you go on. The past 2 holidays that I've been on, I have gotten food poisoning. So good. So to combat the food poisoning, I bring charcoal tablets now. I bring charcoal tablets. If you get food poisoning, you get an upset tummy, take one of these. Take one of these. You won't feel relief straight away, but I guarantee the next day you will feel so much better. When I got food poisoning for the first time on holiday, I had food poisoning I think for a total of 5 days, and this is before I knew about charcoal tablets, so I didn't take any. Anyways, I was in hell for 5 days. I couldn't keep any food down. I couldn't hydrate myself because again, I literally couldn't have anything in my stomach. And because I had no sustenance, I was so weak. Anyways, the charcoal will just help to remove and flush out the toxins that are in your stomach so that you can get back on track quicker. Really, really rate these. You can just get these from Woolies or like Chemist Warehouse. It says on here that they are used to relieve flatulence as well. So if you have a little bit of gas, these might work too. They probably will. I also have in here Arm Force, because you're traveling, you're on planes, you're on trains, you're on buses, you don't know who is going to be sitting next to you, who is in front of you. They're sneezing, they're coughing. The last thing that you want is to get sick, or the last thing that I want is to get sick. So again, you can get these from a pharmacist, and they're not cheap. In my opinion, they're not cheap. I can't really remember how much a bottle runs you, because I'm pretty sure that Declan got these. I want to say like $30, but I could be wrong. Check your local pharmacist. These are really worth it though. As if you get like the tingle in your throat, you know, you get a sore throat the night before, or you can just feel in your head, you're like, oh, my head feels heavy. Pop one of these bad boys. Pop one of these bad boys. Even if the sickness has already settled in, these again will just help you get back on track to healing much quicker. So really rate those as well. I then also just have regular cold and flu tablets as well. I don't know, you can never be too prepared in my opinion. The worst thing is being on holiday, you don't have access to your usual supermarket, chemist, or just stores in general, so you don't know where to get certain things from, or you might be in a small town that doesn't have a pharmacist or a supermarket close by. You might not have a car, you might not have Uber, so then having these things already, even if it's just a small little pack, will help you get through those first couple of days. So I also have some Strepsils in here too. I don't really use these, but I pack these for Declan and I, so just in case. But yeah, that's all of my self-care stuff. Now moving on to clothing items. Excuse me. Okay. Moving on to clothing items, the first thing that I would pack are my Archies. I got these for Vietnam. I wore these all the time in Vietnam. These are one of 2 pairs of shoes that I packed to come to Europe. I also packed my Solomons as well. So I have one enclosed shoe and then one non-enclosed shoe. And I could walk genuinely like 20,000 steps in my Archies. Of course, it's going to be different for everyone, but I would recommend Archies over a regular thong or even like a Birkenstock, just because they have the arch support. Archies were designed by I think he's a podiatrist, because he would have clients that would ask him, what thongs should I wear? I only like to wear thongs. What thongs do you recommend? And he couldn't recommend any, so he created them. Anyways, these will run you about $40, give or take. You can virtually get them at like any shoe store that specializes in like foot health. So I know that like the athletes, I'm pretty sure it's the athlete's foot that stock them. There was like a random little shoe store near my house that stocked them in like every single color. They do so many colors of these. I have worn these now on 2 holidays, and I wore them for the 6 months in between the holidays, and they're just amazing. They are so good. I don't get any rubbing from them. They're so comfortable. They're lightweight. I literally pack these. I have like a little Ziploc bag for these specifically. I just pack them into my suitcase. They don't take up too much space in comparison to like a regular sandal or sneaker. So yeah, I really rate Archies. My next thing would be to bring some sun protection. Again, if your luggage was to go missing, or if you're thinking, what do I really need? Because of course, when you go away on holiday, and if you're going to Europe for a couple of months, you kind of have to be conservative on space. You're trying to bring the essentials, but you also want to bring things that you can mix and match so that your outfits don't feel super repetitive, if you care about that. Hat, bring a hat. This one, of course, isn't going to be the most sun safe, but also like interchangeable with outfits, but like this is just one that we have. I got this one from 2J's in Barcelona. It's just so dope. I love it. It's so fucking sick. Declan's been wearing it to death. But I also have another one that I've religiously been wearing as well. The sun here is no joke. Australian sun is crazy. Don't get me wrong. Australian sun is crazy. But if you don't play about the sun, if you don't like to get burnt, or if you genuinely just don't want to have the sun in your eyes, bring a hat. There aren't as many shaded bus stops, pavements, as there are in Australia. So you kind of need to think about that thing before you actually step out the house, or before you come over into Europe. Next thing would just be some sunnies. Again, you don't want to be walking around, the sun's in your eyes, you've got luggage, you are tugging 20 kilos of luggage, you got 10 kilos on your back. The last thing you want to do is squint to try and read the street signs. So bring some sunnies, bring a hat. Also, just be sun safe. Like, genuinely just be sun safe. The next thing that I would say is just to bring a good pair of swimmers. I genuinely think you only need one good pair of swimmers. These swimmers I've had for over a year now, probably nearly going on 2 years, I would say. These are so good. I got these bikinis from a lady at a Gold Coast market. Her actual business name was Body Juice, I think. She does have an Instagram and a website. I'm not sure if she updates it regularly though. That's the only thing. But she does do markets. But regardless, find yourself a pair of good swimwear that you enjoy wearing, that are comfortable, that can easily be washed and will withstand being washed and worn. As I said, I've had these for a year and a half. They have held up so well. There is no sign of fraying or any real damage to them. They are faded slightly. Like you can see this side. This side is the inside and this side is the outside. I mean, girl, you wear these in the sun, in chlorine, in salt water, and they get washed. So naturally they're going to fade, but after a year and a half, they're still so like amazing. I will actively seek out this Stella in particular when it comes time to buying a new bikini, because these are just amazing. You only genuinely need one bikini. Like if you want to bring more so that you have more options, 100% go for it. But genuinely, you only really need one set of swimwear and you'll be fine. Plus, because it's so hot here, you will probably want to go swimming if you're into that. So bring them, girl. Okay. My last thing for clothing would literally just be a nice flowy garment, whether it's like a flowy shirt, flowy pants, flowy dress, flowy skirt, whatever works for you, bring it. I see so many people like getting around in singlets, which don't get me wrong, I brought my singlets, girl. Singlets and like kind of tight clothing. And the thing is, you are sweating. You are sweating so bad because again, the sun's coming down, and depending on where you are in Europe, there might not be a lot of wind. I'm currently in Montenegro, there's not a lot of wind. So you can't really rely on having a nice breeze. Not everywhere is air conditioned. And a lot of people are also carrying their own fans as well. That's actually probably another thing that I would pack. I do actually have one up in my purse over there. It's just to bring a fan. But anyways, I would recommend a piece of flowy clothing so that it's not restrictive. If there is a breeze, it can get through and your body can still be ventilated. It would be nice if this had sleeves, because I genuinely believe that if you are out in the sun, it's actually better to wear sleeves because then the sun isn't directly on your skin. I think you get a lot more hot when the sun's directly on your skin. Plus then you also get burned. This beautiful dress, I purchased it from the label I think it's Jarsel the label. They're an Australian company. They're only a small business, and they have gorgeous designs, so I would highly recommend checking them out. That dress is cotton, which I also really recommend. I don't know if cotton is less susceptible to staining, but I've found even though that's a white dress and I am clumsy and I've gotten stains, the stains wash out really easily. I don't know why. Maybe that's a thing. Cotton, I don't know, let me know. Anyways, the last things that I would pack are miscellaneous. Excuse me. First thing would be some form of sanitizer, whether it's an actual bottle of sanitizer or like some little sanitizing wipes. There's really not a lot around here. I'm gonna be real with you. Unless you're at your Airbnb or your hotel, there may be some soap at like restaurants that keep their bathrooms clean. Half the time though, there aren't. So I would always just pack some sanitizer with you. Also, passport wallet. Girl, this thing is insane. You can keep your passport, receipts, cards, and cash all in one area. Also, you can get like a cute little color that works for you. So I've had this for like maybe 2 years now, and it's just fucking awesome. I love a passport wallet. My battery's also about to die, so I gotta make this quick. I would also bring my Kindle, light, portable. You only have to pack this one thing. The battery lasts for ages. I do love an e-reader. I probably wouldn't recommend a Kindle, if I'm gonna be honest with you. I have a Kindle. Would I recommend it? No. Do your research and find one that works for you, but an e-reader, perfect. This was the last book that I read, Remember the Time, Protecting Michael Jackson in His Final Days. Fucking awesome. 5 stars. Finished it in like 2 days. I'd also bring a journal. My journal. I'm a journal girl. You guys know this. I'm a journal girl. I write everything down. I make lists in here. I keep my souvenirs like in the back. This thing comes everywhere with me. Lastly, what I would bring is just one of these travel adapters. This is one that has UK, Australia, US, and EU ports in it. You would think that you would only need EU/UK, but it doesn't hurt to have all of them. And then if you purchase just this one brick or like a multi-brick, then you only need to purchase one. So, and this has 2 ports for USB-C and 2 ports for USB-A. So theoretically you could have like 4 cords coming out of it, even though I probably wouldn't. I don't need to, but anyways. Plus a really long cable, because if your phone runs out of battery at a bus station, then it helps to have a long cable. But anyways, that is everything that I would pack. My ride or dies to Europe. I could not go through Europe without these. And these are the things that I'd probably repurchase if I lost my luggage again. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one. And if you're packing for Europe, have fun in Europe, girl. It's a great time. One more thing that I would actually say that is genuinely a lifesaver, I don't know how I forgot, is a smart tag. Bring a smart tag. I have one in my luggage. Declan has one in his luggage. When our luggage went missing, that was my saving grace because I knew where my luggage was. If I didn't have that, I would be stuffed. You can get them from Apple. But if you don't want to get one from Apple, there are other brands that do them. I got ours from Kmart. Get a smart tag. They're fucking awesome. Okay, love you guys. Bye.